All right. Want to go ahead and give you an update to the incident, what we know now. I'm not going to go back over what I've already discussed, but what I can tell you and want to reiterate is that this is not an active shooter situation. We are not calling it that at this point. This appears to be a domestic incident, and the victims were all known to our suspect. And so at this point, we do not think that this individual is out targeting random people to shoot them. That does not mean that he is not dangerous. He is still at large. We do think that he is armed, and he is very much dangerous. At this point, we've exhausted every effort in searching this particular area for the suspect. We brought in many of our resources, including our air support, our K-9 teams, our several SWAT teams have been out here, and as well as our officers and officers from other departments. I want to thank our partners who have been very strong, including the fire department, EMS, DPS, Round Rock, the U.S. Marshals, and particularly the FBI. The FBI, because the initial report was that it was an active shooter, mobilized and came out and has been here as a support unit. At this point, we have lifted the shelter-in-place order. We are telling people that they can go ahead and come out of their businesses or residences in this area, but to remain vigilant and to be safe. At this point, I think it's proper for us to ask once again of our public, please help us. If you have information about where this individual might be, please call 911. If you see this individual, please do not approach him, call 911 and let us know if you see him. I think that it is also proper right now for us to just a reminder that we have 3 people here that lost their lives. The thoughts and prayers of this community are with them. I have our city leaders, the city manager is here, and on behalf of the Austin Police Department, we're very sorry that obviously that this has happened, and we continue to try and locate this individual. We are transitioning from a search in this area to a fugitive search. Those efforts will continue until this person is located. So I don't want anyone to think that we are packing up and going home. We are going to continue to look for this individual because he continues to pose a threat to this community. At this point, I want to go ahead and allow the special agent in charge for this area, Christopher Combs, to come up and provide some comments from the FBI perspective.
Thank you, Chief. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Christopher Combs. I'm the FBI Special Agent in charge for Austin. We received this call as an active shooter, and as it is our policy nationwide, if there's ever an active shooter, we will deploy all of our resources to help our local partners. I want to really call out Chief Chacon for an unbelievable response. Had it actually been an active shooter, the rapid response of Austin Police and Austin Fire Department, along with the FBI backing them up, would have brought the situation to a close very quickly. As we look at the last month in this country and the number of active shooters we had, I really think what happened here is a model on how we have to respond. It has to be a very aggressive law enforcement and fire department response so that we can make sure that we get on scene and we can stop the shooter from going mobile or killing any more people. We have about 75 FBI agents here on scene supporting the Austin Police Department. At this point in time, we do not see any federal nexus to this. It is a domestic dispute, and we will be in support of the chief with our investigative assets, our SWAT assets. We have air assets here. Anything that the chief needs to make sure that Austin is safe, we will continue to do this, and we will be here as long as the chief needs us. Again, great job by the Austin Police and the Austin Fire Department. The people of Austin should be very proud of their public servants that came here today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Special Agent Combs. At this point, we will begin to demobilize some of the units that you see in the area. We will still have units in this area continuing to search, as well as we have an active crime scene that we're investigating out here, and that is going to take several hours to wrap that up. So many of the roads out here will remain closed until that is done. If you don't need to be in the area because of the road closures, I would say that it's probably best to avoid it for right now. Right now, that's basically the extent of the information that we have. I will take a couple of questions. Not sure there's much more that I can provide.
Can you confirm yet the suspect's connections to law enforcement?
My understanding is that this individual at one time was a deputy for the Travis County Sheriff's Office. That is the information that I have right now.
The last time you spoke to us, has anyone called in any tips about his whereabouts?
We have had a few tips that have been called in that we have responded to, and we've exhausted all of those tips at this point.
Earlier, officer, you told me that you told me that there was a child involved. Do you know if that was his child was?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I still don't have that information. We just know I can tell you that the child is safe. You have to repeat it. I cannot hear you. Can you take your mask off? I don't know exactly where the tips came from, but I can tell you that we exhausted all of the tips and we're not able to locate him.
Do you think he's still in Austin?
We don't know at this point.
As far as the apartment complex right behind us here, are residents allowed to leave?
Yeah, we're going to be working. There's still several road closures, but we're going to be working to get residents who've been excluded from this area back in and let them get home. It's going to be several hours. It is a large crime scene that we have to process, and we want to make sure we get it right. Don't know the exact relationship between the suspect and the victims at this point. We're working to that's part of the ongoing investigation.
Do you know if the suspect was ever in the military?
I do not know that.
Did the suspect live at that address?
Not to my knowledge. Thank you all very much.